So we want to look at trading as a business. It's something which many people consider, but they don't actually know the ways in which to do it. Can you actually start your own small business with a trading account? What I want to do in this video is actually show you some of the logic behind doing that, why undertaking that endeavor may well be worth it. So first of all, we start off with, let's say we've got our beautiful and exact, our simple, intuitive and elegant trading buy and sell signals. So we have these algorithmically generated where we know when to sell or when to buy and when to exit our trades. We know it's easy to use, clear and concise. But what if we want to go beyond just doing that for our own account and maybe, as I say, converting that into a full-blown business? How would that happen? How do we go about doing that? Let me tell you a story then, why we might want to do this. So once upon a time, people trained for a job. They became doctors, lawyers, dentists, some might even have become models. They saved for a pension, for their retirement, and if they had enough left after bills, they might have gone on holidays. They bought a second rental property for income. Then one day, of course, we realized there were no more jobs for life. Things got outsourced, including our jobs, and credit got crunched. The recession hit. Things got even worse. Prices climbed, inflation, and the stock market fell as well. And, of course, as a result of all of that, property crashed, subprime crisis, house price slumped, mortgage markets became weak, and repossessions rose. And then on top of all of that, austerity hit. So it felt a bit like we were in the middle of a war. So income basically dried up, and so some just wanted to be their own bosses. They got fed up of being out of control and being in the hands of others and all these bad things happening to them. So what then are your chances of succeeding in business as a trader, let alone any other business? Let's just look at some of the survival rates and why trading might actually be a good business to be in. These are the long-term survival rates for businesses. And as you can see, as time progresses, and if you'd started a business in 1994, as time progresses, only 25% of those businesses from 94 were still alive in 2010. So your survival rates were pretty poor for most businesses. And businesses are a little less likely to survive in the sense that in 1995, 50% of businesses survived 5 years. In 2005, less than 50% survived 5 years. So you weren't really keen on being in business despite all these awful things happening to you if you were an employee. So what do we then look at? And which are the worst businesses? Well, actually, independent restaurants were pretty likely to fail. So were direct sales, consulting and business services, and retail stores. Well, thankfully, trading is none of those. And what were the causes of failure, which don't actually exist in trading? Well, first of all, costs. Staff costs. Luckily with trading you don't have that because you're the only person. Costs such as marketing, costs such as infrastructure, costs in all these three things were likely to lead you to fail. Well, again, with trading you don't have those problems. Price competition. Somebody comes along and tries driving down your price. You don't have that problem in trading. New product innovation. Somebody just starts inventing something better and newer. Well, again, in trading you don't have that. Regulation changes. Your industry's regulations suddenly change and dry up your business. Once again, not an issue for trading. Demand dries up. Maybe all of a sudden people aren't interested in your product. Well, again, with trading that doesn't happen. And logistics become a problem. If you're having to ship your products, well, luckily with trading we don't have to do any of that. So the advantages of trading as a business. First of all, let's look at staff costs. Trading has no staff costs. You can eventually hire an assistant if you wish to help you. You can outsource the accountancy work, of course, which is what you may well do. There's no staff training required. There's no employer's liability insurance. There's no statutory paid leave. There's no employer national insurance and no staff pension funds. Either you don't have any of those costs which lead to businesses failing. So you're trading on your own account. The advantages of trading as a business, what about infrastructure then? Given that's one of the key reasons other businesses fail. Well, there's no office, there's no shop, there's no commuting, you just need a computer and the internet. So again, you don't have an infrastructure problem. What about marketing costs? Another key reason why other businesses fail. There's no marketing costs. There's no blogs and social media to worry about. There's no adverts, no business cards, no Google AdWords, no shop. Because you don't need to market. The market is efficient. You just go buy and sell the FTSE 100 or dollar, yen, or whatever else it is you're trading. The advantage of trading as a business, no price competitors. There's no somebody going to come in from China and outprice you. There's no foreign low-cost provider of your product. There's no price competitor next door. There's no supplier price hikes where a supplier like Tesco's or Asda squeezes you. There's no trading platforms price hikes because trading platforms are free. Trading brokerages are commission free. So it's not as if your broker's going to start putting in higher prices. How fantastic is that? Advantage of trading as a business? No new product innovation. It's not like Samsung and Apple fighting all the time, putting in loads of costs in R&D, because FX and indices and commodities never change. They're the same thing. You're buying and selling dollars, or you're buying and selling FTSE, or you're buying and selling a stock. Nothing to make you obsolete, in other words. And all those sunk costs being going down the drain. The other advantage, no credit risk. If your broker goes bust, your account is underwritten by the government. You benefit basically from a government bailout if your broker were to go bust. How good is that? The only time a consumer basically gets protection from a government bailout. Trading as a business, another great thing, no demand risk. There's always a buyer on the global market for whether it's sterling, dollar, FTSE 100. There's no price haggling, discounts, or sales offers, all those clever things that shops have to do to try and get your interest, because the price is up there. It's on the screen all the time. That's why these markets are the most efficient and effective in the world, as you would expect. There's no logistics. There's no free delivery, because there's no warehouse, no storage, no delivery, no instant execution problems, because you click a button and it is done instantly. You move on to the next deal. There's no commissions to your broker. There's no middlemen sales fees. So you don't have any of the problems that any traditional business has. The other advantages of trading, low costs. You need a Dell computer or computer, fast, allow multiple monitors. Well, you can buy that from Dell for about £450. Or you can add an extra monitor from Samsung, costs about £100, to your existing PC. So what's your cost? Between £100 to £450. Fast broadband. You've probably got that already, so no additional cost. Those are the key reasons to look at trading as a business. In a separate video, I'm going to discuss, okay, well, how much can we potentially earn from it as a business? Now that we've seen that compared to most businesses, actually compared to all businesses, it's a damn good business to be in, the next issue arises, okay, how do we now convert that into generating income, and how much can we generate in income as a business?